Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across our beloved empire, today marks a new era of Star Wars video games. EA has officially lost their exclusive Star Wars video game license. Get it over, we got a party! Oh my gosh! We got a lot to talk about today. As your director of the video gaming division here at the Galactic Empire, there just has not been enough Star Wars game, but today we got a huge announcement straight from Lucasfilm Games with the promise that we are in a new era of video games and a lot is to come. Get on over, all you crazy party animals. Oh my gosh, I'm in a fantastic mood today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids, to the video gaming division here at the Galactic Empire. And let me just start with that. With that position, the video gaming division here at the Galactic Empire, there just has not been enough Star Wars games in the past 10 years or so. Since 2013, EA had an exclusive license with Star Wars to produce AAA games. And let me just put some numbers in perspective. Star Wars was able to work with other people when it came to mobile games, VR games. How many AAA games did we get in the past couple years? I can barely count with one hand with the amount of games that we got. And plus, we had quality issues with some of them. But when it came to the mobile gaming space, there was no exclusivity with EA. How many games did we get? At least 10. And today, it looks like ties are being cut a little bit early with EA. Now, let me say this. I have nothing against EA personally. I know a lot of fantastic people there, but here's the thing. It is not a good policy. It is not a good idea to constrain your license, a very lucrative and popular license with the masses, to one video game studio. And that's why I showed you the comparison between the amount of AAA games we got since 2013, as well as the amount of mobile and VR games that we got since 2013. There's a night and day difference with the amount of games being pushed out there. And plus, EA had a couple of missteps with the games they're putting out. This was put out the other day on January 11th, where there was the announcement that we were getting Lucasfilm Games to replace Lucas Arts games. Now, if you guys were here way back when, during the era of LucasArts, there were so many Star Wars video games being developed. And then once finally Disney took over Star Wars, we saw a drastic decrease with the amount of Star Wars games. And my first initial thought is, does this mean we are heading towards the end of an exclusive agreement with EA? And it looks like we got that confirmation not too long later. Just moments ago, I had to get quickly out of my carbonite freezing. Every night I freeze myself in carbonite to get the best sleep possible. Man, I rushed out, and I think I might be a little blind right now. I had to double check what I read here. We got our first announcement from the Lucasfilm Games Twitter page that they are going to be working with Ubisoft to develop a brand new story-driven open world Star Wars game. Now, if you guys don't know the name Ubisoft is very famous for a lot of games out there, but things like Assassin's Creed is some of the most popular open world games to existence to this day, and they are working on an open world Star Wars game. So my hope is we're going to be getting Assassin's Creed Star Wars type of open world experience. This is fantastic news being done with Ubi Massive. And the funny thing is, it's still very early in development here, that there are still positions being filled out as we speak at the Ubisoft Massive Entertainment Studio. So we're in the very early stages of it, but we're also going to talk about other mobile games on the horizon in case you did not know. But here, let's read the official words from Lucasfilm Games. I think I got to pinch myself because I don't believe it. EA, back in 2013, when LucasArts saw the sunset, and then we saw the agreement between Disney and EA arise, it was supposed to be a 10-year agreement. Now, this started in 2013. Well, I mean, I might not be the best at math, but 10 plus 2013 means 2023. It seems like this agreement should have lasted until 2023. So unless the EA CFO and Executive Vice President Blake Jorgensen misspoke, but they told investors that this partnership was going to last at least 10 years. So maybe Disney is quietly kind of ending their exclusivity with EA. However, that does not mean they're going to stop working with EA, and that is perfectly fine. I don't want Star Wars and Disney and Lucasfilm to not work with EA, but we need to just open the doors to other talented studios out there that are willing and capable of making great video games for our beloved citizens in our empire. And they also said it in their official statement right here. We'll get there in a moment, but let's actually talk about, in general, what is on the to-do list for this Star Wars open world game. Gary, oh, it's great to be in the Empire today. So as they say here, the Star Wars gaming galaxy is about to experience its own big bang. We saw major announcements for like the next couple years of all the TV shows and movies coming for Star Wars. And now we're like, all right, what about the video gaming segment? Your director of the video gaming division is thirsty, is hungry for new Star Wars games. And here it is. The new direction of Star Wars and Lucasfilm gaming overalls. Lucasfilm Games is now opening the doors to developers that want to come play in a galaxy far, far away. We're looking to work with best-in-class teams that can make great games across all our IP. We've got a team of professionals here at Lucasfilm Games who can work with the developers, shape their stories, shape the creative, shape the games to make them really resonate with fans and deliver across a breadth of platforms, genres, and experiences, so that all our fans can enjoy the IPs that they know and love. And here's where they kind of talk about that Lucasfilm Games Ubisoft partnership. We already kind of talked about that a few moments ago. I won't rehash all that, but as we scroll down a little bit, they note that they are continuing the relationship that resulted in the reinvigorated Battlefront series, the critically acclaimed Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and the multiplayer hit Star Wars Squadrons. Electronic Arts will too play a big role in the future of Star Wars. So they're still going to be working with EA, and that is perfectly fine. I definitely want to see that, but we got to give other studios opportunities. And let's kind of be honest here. Star Wars Battlefront 1 was just okay. I didn't feel like it was a complete Star Wars experience. Then came Star Wars Battlefront 2, some of the biggest fiascos in gaming history. And although the beginning was rough, they did make a comeback, but their comeback was quickly axed from its full potential. And even though they said the vision for Star Wars Battlefront 2 is complete, it definitely was not. And then Star Wars Squadrons came a little bit after Star Wars Fallen Order, which Star Wars Fallen Order was a very safe game to play after Star Wars Battlefront 2. And we wanted to see more games like that, but they're just not coming out fast enough. And having Lucasfilm directly work with multiple studios to produce more games is the best thing we could see. And then Star Wars Squadrons came out, and it was definitely a well-made game. But I don't know if there was when we're waiting for a long time for a Star Wars game, I don't know if Star Wars Squadrons was the game people wanted, which is just more of a fleshed out Star Wars Starfighter Assault from Battlefront 2. And then we get to the mobile gaming segment. Now, I primarily play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and it's kind of weird to say that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is kind of the best Star Wars game being supported right now, which is a problem. I love Star Wars Galaxy. It's my bread and butter. It's my forte. I love this game with the burning passion. I've been playing it for 5 years. But to say that this game is the best game in Star Wars right now that's being actively supported, I don't think that's really a good thing to brag. But there's a lot of people that love mobile games out there, and we do have a couple of mobile games on the horizon. I actually already made a video about this. I'm not going to regurgitate that video. I'll leave a card in the top right-hand corner if you want to check it out. 3 new Star Wars mobile games releasing soon in 2020 or confirmed in active development. And we already talked about some of them. For example, Zynga. Zynga is working on 2 games. Back then, we talked about one of them being a Star Wars mobile shooter and another one being a RPG. We actually got some updated news on the state of the Zynga game, which they said could happen as early as this year. So let's go ahead and show that real quick before we close out this video. All I'm showing is that we have a lot of games being developed in the mobile space out there, and all I can hope with this new era that Star Wars is in, we're going to see the same type of multiple projects being worked on by a variety of studios with Lucasfilm Games. But as we see right here, this was actually, I'm surprised this was new news, but in November, many months after we made our video talking about this mobile game, it got caught on the gaming radar that the Zynga is making their first Star Wars mobile game in their Austin, Texas studio. And I'm surprised that was news. I guess when you're here at the video gaming division, we get news months and months in advance that you guys want to know about here. But they're projecting that this new Star Wars mobile game, this is the mobile RPG game that they're making. They're also working on a Star Wars shooter game, but we do not have confirmation when that is going to be completed. But they're projecting this mobile RPG game is going to make at least $100 million. And as they say, Zynga is keeping details of this new game, currently untitled, under wrap, but said it could be released as early as next year. And this article is made in November 16, 2020. So they said it's going to be an RPG game, which is such a generic, big title to kind of give out there. So it could be a lot of things. Star Wars Galaxy is also a mobile RPG game. Whatever it is, I'm just happy to see that we're finally getting Lucasfilm and Disney to make sure that Star Wars gets the love and attention it deserves. The fans are some of the best out there in this galaxy, and now seeing that Star Wars is giving the proper love and attention to their Star Wars fans out there, I only can hope that we're gonna go back to an era like what we saw before 2012. Knights of the Old Republic, seeing things like, for example, my favorite game of all time for Star Wars was the classic Star Wars Battlefront 2. When you work with multiple studios, very talented individuals, it can only mean great things for the Star Wars franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across the galaxy. It's great to be in the Empire today. It is great to be in the video gaming division here at the Empire today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below on all your thoughts, and if you're excited for all the video games to come for Star Wars, you better stay subscribed, because at the video gaming division, that's exactly what we want to do, is making sure you get all the Star Wars video gaming news. And it looks like we're finally going to get out of this drought of just Star Wars Galaxy as being the only supported Star Wars game. Like, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And one more time for the road, it's great to be in the Empire today.